Now take a good look at yourself, because I can tell you right now, I am not cage bird material. I'm snitching. I'm telling them where your grandma stay, your auntie, your mama, your cousin, your half brother, your brother who not your brother but you call him your brother. I'm telling them where everybody lives. What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl janiaaaliyah, and I am back with another video. If it's your first time here, hi, welcome. I would offer you a seat, but y'all already know only my subscribers can sit down. So if you're trying to get you a seat, then go ahead and smack that subscribe button down below and hurry up, because we got some stuff to talk about. Okay, great. You already know this is gonna be another unpopular opinion videos. As y'all know, this is an unpopular opinion video, meaning this is my opinion. So if you don't agree with it, that is perfectly fine. Do not be down in the comments below trying to argue about it though, because this is a safe space. You can voice your opinion as long as it's not offensive or, you know, negative, I guess. But without further ado, let's get into it. Having a socially constructed idea of beauty is terrible to begin with, but social media definitely did not start it. And so just to add on to that, has social media fed it, fueled it, made matters worse? Perhaps. And honestly, I just find it so crazy how on the media everybody's like, oh, be yourself, be who you want to be, like be whatever, and then you be yourself and they be like, oh, this you? Because on social media, of course, we all see like the whole influencer cloning thing. In my mind, I want to call it the Kylie effect, but it's like, can you really even call it the Kylie effect? Because technically it doesn't look like Kylie. It's more so black woman, but make it spray tan. And so everybody's kind of trying to chase that same little standard, the Coke bottle shape, the plump lips. First of all, Instagram filters, pick them wisely. Because let me tell y'all something. There's this one filter, and let me show y'all. Where's my phone at? Some of these Instagram filters, I cannot play with them because I will literally get on Instagram just looking for a nice little contrast, maybe like a little VHS type filter, and they changed my full face up. So let me show y'all, because this one filter, I was like, wow, this filter really just made me kind of look like an alien a little bit. Like, who is this? Because this is not me, and I love who I am. So why is Instagram, why are you trying to change me? Okay, and so the filter, it's this Louis Vuitton filter, y'all. Let me show y'all the filter. So here it is, and so I'm gonna take a picture on the filter and show y'all. This is how the filter makes me look. Now, ain't I beautiful just how I am? I did not need the plump lips added in the facelift. And I feel like although social media did not start beauty standards, but I feel like it's kind of just corrupting society's idea of how beauty should look like. Beauty should not look like anything specific. Beauty don't gotta be bottle cap. Beauty don't gotta be light skin. Beauty don't have to be curls popping. Like, it does not have to be that at all. The shade room is so toxic, not because of the news or the gossip, because in all honesty, I low-key hate hearing people say the shade room is toxic because they do this. But at the end of the day, get off the shade room and go pick Hollywood Unlocked, On Site, all of these other little gossip sites, TMZ. Go look at all of them. Journalism as a whole is fueled off of negativity. People do not want to look on the news and see how Miss Sandra from down the street just donated $1,000 to the children's hospital. People don't want to see that. People want to get on the news and see that 3 men got shot down the street. People want to get on these little social media platforms and see, oh, little baby done cheated again. They want to see that. And sadly, that's what journalism has turned into. So you can say, oh, shade room toxic, shade room this, shade room that. But so is every other gossip platform. Now, what I can say about the shade room, because honestly, I would say I'm a little bit biased because I don't really pay attention to gossip platforms. I do kind of lean more towards the shade room. I don't know, maybe because it's more black people. I don't know. But one thing I can say that I have noticed is that the shade room will post the most subliminal post. And for example, I'll use Zaya Wade, Dwayne Wade, and Gabrielle Union. Shade room will post a picture of all of them, and they'll post Miss Zaya and be like, oh, Zaya and Dwayne looking cute with they pink hair. And that'll be that, right? Mind you, they're not guilty. But what the shade room is guilty of is that comment section. And they know for a fact that that comment section is a hot mess. And this is why. Because a while ago, they had actually came out with like a series of posts about how the comment sections need to get under control. And they had actually started this thing called TSR positive images. Y'all may have seen it, y'all may have not. I myself have probably seen about 3 of those type of pictures in total. And there's probably like 1 TSR positive image picture for every 50 to 100 piece of gossip. And no, that's not because positive things aren't happening. It's just not what the people want to see. And so I just find it crazy how the shade room will post small things. I feel like with the intention of the person getting made fun of in the comment section. They did it to Zaya. They'll do it to other people. But back on the main point, I think a lot of people see the shade room as a toxic environment, not only because it's a gossip platform, but more so because it's like a huge platform and has a huge majority black audience. And within the comment section, we see just black on black bitterness and just slander. I feel like that's probably the main reason people see the shade room as toxic. But can you really say they're more toxic than another gossip platform? This hood, I don't want to say the word, but hood, N-word, drug dealer boyfriend glorification. I personally do not see it. I don't understand, like, you know, what's the word? Just lusting after, you know, the boys who be waving the guns in the camera, the drug dealers. Do y'all know how many women go to prison behind a man? Do y'all know? Now take a good look at yourself, because I can tell you right now, I am not cage bird material. I'm snitching. I'm telling them where your grandma stay, your auntie, your mama, your cousin, your half brother, your brother who not your brother but you call him your brother. I'm telling them where everybody live, because I ain't going to jail. Now, that's just something I personally don't understand. Just, you know, just glorifying the whole dating a scammer, dating a drug dealer, dating a hood guy. Like, I don't understand it. But once again, that's subjective. That's my opinion. Yeah. Next is this obsession with maybe it's just the word, but the word aesthetic. I just do not understand. Like, everything has turned, like, you cannot find anything without the word aesthetic behind it. Like, oh, you looking for some 2000s thing? Oh, okay, so 2000 aesthetic. Oh, okay, you want to go to NYC? Go look at some bitches. Okay, NYC aesthetic. Like, everything has just turned into aesthetic. And I just feel like that's kind of like just a trend for right now. Because I know a lot of people have been making these, you know, cute aesthetic rooms and blah, blah. And then we see like people making their aesthetic feeds on their Instagram. And I honestly have just been seeing the word a little too much. But I don't know, y'all let me know down in the comment section. That's honestly not really an unpopular opinion. That's just some confusion right there. So if it's something I missed, if I fell asleep like during that trend or something, please catch me up in the comment section. Next we have this toxic relationship glorification. Yes, we have that glorification word once again, because this one honestly sends me. I thought we was raising toxic awareness so that way we became a little less toxic, but no, as it turns out, a lot of people out here are actually, you know, like, this is something that they're doing. They are embracing the toxicity, and I just don't understand. Like, y'all like, oh well, Future toxic king, Lori Harvey toxic queen, yes, and it's like, oh yeah, I want to be like Lori Harvey, blah blah blah. And I just don't understand that, because first of all, a lot of y'all probably have not heard Lori Harvey even speak a sentence on this here internet, but yet somehow this woman is the toxic queen because she's dating in her 20s, as a 20-something should do. You know, like, people really, you know, back then used to, you know, date in their 20s, right? Yeah, like, you know, there's no rush to settle down. When you decide to settle down, and if you decide to settle down, that is ultimately your choice. But I just don't see, I wonder if she cares about that. I don't know, but I just don't like seeing people embracing the fact that they're toxic and will always be toxic, and it's just like, wow, for what? And it's just like, if a person wants to date around, if their relationships are not working out, then that's on them. Like, don't go label somebody toxic just because, like, their dating life isn't working out. Because let's be honest, if your dating life and all y'all, you know, lovebirds out there, if you settle down, this ain't for you. But if your dating life was on public display for the entire world to see, please tell me that, you know, people wouldn't, you know, call you toxic. You know, have you ever been texting more than one dude at once? You know, not in a relationship, just simply exploring, testing the water, seeing what's out there, and it's just like, oh wow, like, I can't do this off limits. Like, you actually have to meet someone to date them. And so it's just like, why y'all calling this girl toxic, and why are y'all aiming to be toxic? Like, and it's honestly a lot of people out here settling with the idea of, you know, being toxic. And you know what, I wish y'all the best. I'm gonna go fall in love, but y'all be safe. Stop expecting these influencers, these celebrities, to speak out on any and every issue. And listen, I mean this, because it's like, y'all will force these people to speak out on these issues that don't involve them, that don't interest them, that they have no idea, that they don't even know about. And then when they say something, y'all be the first ones to cancel them. Oh, cancel this person. Oh, cancel that person. It's like, you begged them to speak. I am so sorry, but honestly speaking, we do not need to hear James Charles speak out about systemic racism, because honestly, like, truthfully, it doesn't involve them. And if you don't know what you're talking about, it's best to stay silent. And then it's like, as soon as they do speak out, say what they can say, even if it's little, then a good amount of people out here want to cry performative activism. And it's just like, duh. Because let me tell you something, if a person cares about an issue and wants to speak out, they'll speak out without millions of their fans having to tell them to speak out. But I don't think that's right for y'all to come out here and try to force these influencers to speak on certain issues. And it's just like, listen guys, let these people play their roles. Influencers, not activists. Celebrities, not politicians. So it's okay for them to come out here and they say, oh, go out and vote, guys. I don't need to see Lil Peep on stage with Donald Trump. I don't need to see that. I said Lil Peep, Lil Pump. Stop seeking validation from the internet. Y'all, I was honestly appalled over the past weekend when Instagram mistakenly took away the likes at how many people literally was having full-blown meltdowns because they couldn't see how many people liked their images. And that just kind of made me think that's probably the reason they're trying to take them away anyways, because there's so many people out here who are so dependent on how many people like their photos, how many people viewed their stories, how many people swiped up in their DMs. And it's just like, I understand social media is like a big part of our like era, our generation, our time, But that's literally the worst thing we could do, is just seek validation from random people on the internet. I just feel like that's where a lot of people go down. That's where they go down, because they seeking validation from these strangers who don't even know them. Cancel culture. Some people, and it's mainly my generation on the internet, are just a little bit too sensitive when it comes to differing opinions over the internet. And I feel like at the end of the day, some people just need to be willing to agree to disagree, because everyone does not have to have the same opinion. That will honestly be very boring if everyone did have the same opinion. Now, do some people deserve to be canceled here and there? Yes. But we're gonna go to church here. We're gonna go to church. Matthew chapter 7 says, "And why worry about the speck in your friend's eye when you have a log in your own? How can you think of saying to your friend, 'Let me help you get rid of that speck in your eye,' when you can't see past the log in your own eye?" So who are you to judge? First of all, who are you to judge? Because truthfully, and I can say this for myself too, there has most likely been a few things go down on the internet and you've probably had a different opinion. Or you just probably, you know, thought otherwise. And, you know, depending on the subject, there may not have been a right or wrong opinion, which is perfectly fine. But you had the opinion and it was not publicized. Was it because you didn't have the balls? No, that really does not matter. But do you feel like you deserve to be canceled for having that opinion? Probably not. Because why shouldn't we have opinions? Now, y'all feel free to butt in on this topic, but I truly believe that there are 3 things, and I felt like everybody learned this, but obviously not. But I truly believe there are 3 things that should not be discussed, like in public conversation or just in conversation with strangers, aka over social media, and that is sex, politics, and religion. Period. Somebody's sexual orientation or what goes down in their bedroom is not your business. Who they vote for is not your business. Who they decide to worship is not your business. Now, if they decide to be one of those and come out and publicize all of those things, then ultimately that's on them. You put that public information out there for people to just debate your private life, and that's on you. Reap the consequences. But at the end of the day, those 3 things should kind of stay within doors. Stop telling these influencers, celebrities, and wealthy people what to do with their money. A couple of y'all love trying to tell Jeff Bezos to dig in his pocket and end world hunger. He don't have to do that. Just because somebody becomes wealthy or gets some money does not mean that they automatically have to turn into a philanthropist. Now, there's a couple good wealthy people out there who are philanthropists, and Jeff Bezos is one of them. If y'all look it up, he donates a lot of money. Oprah, you get a car, you get a car. But stop pocket watching these people, because guess what? You would be so upset if somebody came to you after your 2-week check and said, "Hey, donate that, bruh. Hey, go donate that stimulus check. With that stimulus check. Donate that $1,400. And so with that being said, if Lil Uzi said he want to pay $200 million to put a Thanos stone in his forehead and bring back the Avengers, then let him do that. Because at the end of the day, that's his money. He earned it. However he earned it, he got the money. And it ain't like he was finna loan it to you or your cousin. So with that being said, stop pocket watching these people. Let them do what they want to do with their money. We understand that you may care. We understand that you may, want to save them from bankruptcy. But at the end of the day, unless you're their financial advisor or accountant, that ain't none of your business. It's not. And last but not least, these artists, these songwriters, mainly, artists, whatever. These artists, they give these TikTok dancers their credits. They do. Because now I'm not talking about the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions who have a huge following. Their song was probably gonna blow up anyways, but I'm not gonna name names, most likely because I don't know them. But some of these artists who we all know have blown up from TikTok should at least, you know, acknowledge the person, you know, who kind of triggered the viral video or made the viral dance. Like, at least an acknowledgement. Because K-Camp, I swear K-Camp met up with Jania and he met up with Charlie D'Amelio, and I don't know if they danced in his music video, but he at least acknowledged their existence. Like, oh wow, like y'all really blew my song up, like that's crazy. Now I'm not saying the artists need to go and cut them a check. No, if they decide to do that, that's nice, because at the end of the day y'all did write the song. But I feel like it's just a respectful thing to do, especially if you know that you were like a smaller, like an underground artist, and you didn't really have like a large amount of people looking to listen to your music as soon as it came out. I don't think it would hurt to like say, hey TJ 1000, yeah, appreciate that, bro, thank you for dancing to my song. But a lot of them like to get out here and be like, oh yep, for sure, that, yeah, we up, yep, and just act like, you know, just be like, oh yeah, that was all me. And it's just like, dude, like, I'm not taking that away from you that your song blew up, but don't do that, especially when you know like they're a fan or they helped you out. Because I saw some people, and like I think some people had like actually got called out like in the comments before and was like, yeah, so and so, you should thank so and so for making a dance to your song. And it was like, man, you know, like F that, like this is my song or whatever. And it's just like, bro, was that necessary? He didn't ask you for a check. Like literally the acknowledgement. That's it. But anyways, y'all, so that's all of my unpopular opinions, social media edition, for right now. So if y'all have something to say, y'all already know I'm willing to hear it down in the comment section below, but keep it classy. Keep it classy, please. But with all that being said, you already know, smack that subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video.